There is no mystery in learning how to draw. Drawing, like painting, is a skill, and you can learn a skill, you can practice a skill, and you can improve on a skill. And for the next 4 weeks here on this channel, we are going to be talking about learning how to draw as beginners. We're going to start with materials you need, and we are going to work our way all the way up to doing several easy drawings. Now, there is a difference between sketching and drawing. Sketching is very loose. You can usually do it in just a few minutes or less than an hour. A drawing, on the other hand, is very detailed. It's very specific, and it can take hours, days, and sometimes much, much longer to complete an actual drawing. Sketching is something that you need as a painter, and you need to be able to figure out where you're going to put things on the canvas. But you also want to improve those drawing skills as you move along in either a drawing or a painting career. So let's get started with the materials that we need. First, you need pencils. You need something to draw with. This is my oldest pencil set, and you can see these are not exactly a set. I've pulled them together from other things, and this is my kneaded eraser, and I knead it into a shape that will fit in there. And so I can take this anywhere I want to go. I can put that rubber band on it, throw it in my purse with a little sketchbook, and I can go. I'm good. Now, I want to explain the pencils that are in a set. This is another set, and I haven't actually used, I might have used one or two of them, sort of, but not much. But they all have letters and numbers on them. And the B, I understand, stands for black. And the higher the number, this is my 8B. Is that a pathetic little pencil or what? But that means that this is my darkest black. This is the softest lead, so it will make much more black lines, black marks. Let's just pull out something here. Let me get to the back. Okay, so so that's an 8B. Now let's look at what I have in this thing. This is a 4H. H stands for hard, and the higher the number, oh, there's a 5H right there. The higher the number, the harder the lead, or the higher the number, the softer it is to make black. So this was our 8B. We're going to mark that as an 8B. And this is a 5H. I'm not sure if you can actually see that on that pencil, but here's what it does. Okay, so there is a 5H. Now, all of these pencils in between will make, this is a 6B. And while it's not much different, it is different. And so they will gradually, where'd that 4, that's a 4H. An HB, that's what this is. This is right in the middle, and it is it's hard and black. So here's an HB. So you can see that you're getting a gradual value. You can create your own value chart with your pencils just by going up the line of what you have. So here's a 2B. It's probably going to go right in here. And let's find another, that's a 5H. Here's a 2H, which will be on the other side of the HB. This is a 2H. And then we had a 4, I thought. 4H. Okay, so with just the pencils that were in that case, in that set, I made a value chart that goes from lightest to darkest of what I can do with my pencils. Okay, so then I got to show you this. This fabulous set I got at Goodwill for $9.99. Now, it's missing some things, but it does have most everything. It's got a pencil sharpener. Oftentimes, these pencil sharpeners don't fit the pencils, but this one here will. It has, these are some soft pastel pencils. These are charcoal pencils. These are the graphite. Oh, here we go. These are charcoals here. And here is some other hard charcoals. These are what they call blending stumps. And when you draw with your graphite, you can, or your charcoal, you can use this. This is just paper that's wound up. You can just use this to blend your color. And then this is interesting because this is what they call a sanding block. And you can sharpen your pencils on the edge. Let's say you needed a really sharp point. You could take your pencil and run across here, and then that would give you that really sharp point. It has a couple of erasers in it. And this is a kneaded eraser. This is a tiny one. It's never even been opened. And they come like this, but I showed you how mine looked in my normal case. You can knead it, squish it, and when you get a lot of black on it, then you can knead it and move it around and find a spot that's not so covered in graphite or whatever. And you can make it in you need to erase a tiny little line. You can get it with that. You can erase a tiny little line with just a dot. So that a kneaded eraser is what I use the most. And let's see, I think they're back here. Yep. I like this eraser also. This is kind of a hard, and I don't use this very much. This is not, I don't know where those marks came from because I haven't used it that much, but I have used this pencil eraser a lot. You can't necessarily clean it up, but you can, wipe it off like with a paper towel or against your jeans or something to get some of that off. Okay, so let's talk about paper. We're talking about price of materials. And so this is a sketch for a painting I was going to do. And I'm just throwing things on here, trying to see what do I like. I want to move this over here. I want to put that there. I was working from a photograph and there were some things I wanted, some things I didn't. So I was working on that. It's with probably like a 6B pencil, but here's the deal. It's on the back of a calendar. I have a big desk calendar there. Every month I rip them off. It's a great big piece of paper. The other side's blank. I don't want to waste it. Oh gosh. Yes, I'm from that generation. Our parents would have a cow if we wasted stuff like that. But anyway, there are other things. This is a little sketchbook I bought when my son-in-law was running for public office, and I was driving my grandson around as he delivered items to neighborhoods. And so we'd pull up into a driveway, he'd get out, take the information up, and I'd be sitting there and I'd be looking at, oh, what's interesting in this yard? And so I would try to sketch that. So here was one of the things that I drew really quick. It was a church. I was sitting next to a church when he went in. And then there was a Bradford pear tree. I'm just trying to, and we were there very few seconds. Here somebody had a pine tree. Okay, so I'm just looking at what I'm seeing and quickly sketching out what that is. It's fun to see how quickly I could focus on something, and then how quickly could I get it drawn. Here was a church. I was there for about 2 minutes. I love this. This was a window, beautiful architectural window. So a tiny little sketchbook, and I think I had a fine marker of some sort, you know. And then there's this kind of a sketchbook. This is pretty jazzy. Woohoo! It's leather. It's got beautiful flowers inside. It's hand sewn. Yeah, I spent a little money on this, but it was a very fun sketchbook for me, and I have not completely filled it all up, but like these are my coffee cups that I have in the cabinet. I don't drink coffee, but I have these. So I'm just sketching and drawing what it is I see around me every day. Easy things, cups, bowls, chairs, trying to figure out all that dimension. Now, this is another sketchbook, and it'll always say sketch paper. And there's 100 sheets in here, and I don't remember how much it was, but I know it was under $10. So you want to make sure you're looking for something that says sketch on it as you learn to draw. As you get better, you're going to want better paper. But here we go, drawing and sketch pad. And then here's the big mama jama that I have. And I took it to the first class that I ever took, and I continually go back to those notes. Thank you so much. I hope that this video was helpful for you to know what you need to draw and beginning how to use it. I'm real excited about you joining me for the next few weeks on learning how to draw. So this week, your homework is, yes, I give homework. Oh my gosh. Get a pencil. I don't care what kind of pencil. I don't care if it's a mechanical pencil, if it's a school pencil, or if you have some drawing pencils and some paper. And if it's copy paper, so be it. If it's the back of a calendar, like I drew on here, fine. A pencil and a paper. That's all you need to get started drawing. So let's draw together real soon.